It's been called the sports moment of the 20th century, and even 40 years later, just visiting the arena is a moving experience.
My daughter just asked me, I said I had chills, and she said, "Are you cold, Dad?" I said, "No, it's not those kind of chills."
The first reaction from people is they tell you who they were with and what they were doing the moment that they were sitting in front of TV watching the game. And there aren't too many events in people's lives where you can remember that.
You believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable!
I call it the never-ending miracle because it continues on and on.
February 22nd, 1980. A very young and underrated Team USA upset the heavily favored Soviet hockey team in round-robin play on their way to Olympic gold.
It worked in our favor, though, truthfully. Certainly being on home ice was a huge advantage for us, and being underdogs was another advantage for us until that final game, and then we weren't the underdogs anymore.
Defenseman Ken Morrow was in Syracuse last week to celebrate the memories with the Syracuse Crunch. He says hardly a day goes by that someone doesn't want to talk about the miracle on ice. Some of the players, like left wing Buzz Schneider, get back to Lake Placid 2 or 3 times a year.
I'm really surprised it's resonated, for 40 years and like it has. So coming back is pretty special. It's almost like coming home again.
An awful lot of people remember seeing the Miracle on Ice live on TV on ABC Sports. Well, unfortunately, their memories are a little bit off. The game was scheduled for mid-afternoon and the Soviet Federation would not reschedule. So ABC recorded the game and played it back in prime time on tape.
It was just a hockey game, but to everybody else, it was more than just a hockey game.
With Cold War tensions on the rise in 1980, the win against the Soviets took on added emotion.
As a 9-year-old, I was a little bit scared. Back then there was a lot of talk about war and nuclear war and things like that. And, it comforted me. Felt like everybody was together.
Buzz Schneider says the win did a lot for the country and a lot to help grow the game.
Before it was maybe geographical like Boston, Minnesota, or Wisconsin, but now it's national. Kids can come from anywhere now, California, Arizona. We never thought they had ice. So it's good to see that's coming from all over the country.
We start becoming a team right now.
Miracles can happen.
New generations learn about the story all the time, thanks to movies like Disney's Miracle, which featured Buzz's son Billy.
Buzzy Schneider.
What is it like to play your father? They say, playing my dad's pretty easy, and easy, not a stretch at all, but when they put the wedding ring on, I'm supposed to be married to my mother, and got a little bit weird.
Today, the state is investing an estimated $100 million in modernization of the Olympic venues, aimed at bringing tourism and major competitions to the Adirondack Village.
I don't know if you could have Olympics now like we had them back in 1980. Everything is so big and so many more athletes, but it's special to be part of Olympics and to be in Lake Placid here, a special little town. There's a lot of wonderful people here, and every time I come back, it brings back a lot of great memories.
From Lake Placid, I'm Tim Fox, News Channel 9.